How y'all doing this morning? This is Engine Joe. Real quick video here I wanted to do. If you've played for survival mode for any length of time, you'll figure out that most of the time when you lose a bed out in the wasteland, you're going to have to carry a ton of antibiotic with you because every time you use a bed, you're going to get sick. So, with that in mind, it's probably handy that rather than have to go back and do a quest all over again when you get your ass handed to you, or else you end up getting infection or whatever and can't get back to civilization, that's when a camping mod comes in handy. Now, this right here, this is called Camping. It's Simple Camping for Xbox. It's by Fading Signal. It provides you with a book that when you open it up in your settlements, when you go to your build screen here, when you've got this book in your inventory, when you pull up your furniture, it adds a couple of tents right here. See this right here? You've also got a couple of sleeping bags. Um, as you can see here, you've got a blue sleeping bag, you got a camo sleeping bag, you've got a Nuka Girl sleeping bag, there's a Vault Boy, good old Vault Boy right there. Well, I call him Pit Boy, but some people call him Vault Boy. He was called Pit Boy in the original manual. I know you've already heard that, Guff. Anyway, um, very handy to have when you're out in the wasteland. That's just for your settlements right there. But you can also, at a chem station, craft a sleeping bag to take with you. Now, case in point, take a look at this. I've got one on me right now. Let's see here. I got a cooking pot. I got a fire kit. As you can see, this is just a portable kit that you can create with the camping kit. You can take it with you. Now, bear in mind, you do have to have the fire kit, and all that's made at a chem station. You have to have that beforehand. But a lot of times, I like to keep that with me if I'm traveling in something like the Highwayman car that doesn't have like a cooking station. The APC has a cooking station, and the Lone Wanderer motorcycle mod also has a cooking and camping station. So if you're traveling on foot or you're in the Highwayman car, sometimes it helps to put some of this stuff in the trunk, or either that or let Dogmeat carry it, one of the two. But like for example here, you can take your sleeping bag if you're out in the middle of the wasteland, and you can lay it down. If you're in some shelter, it usually works. I think the game calculates in survival mode whether you're covered or uncovered, whether you get sick or not. I've usually, when I use my own sleeping bag and use it for like 3 hours, it'll save for me and I don't have to worry about getting sick or an infection, as opposed to when you use any other sleeping bag that you just find out someplace and end up getting an infection. I hate that. I absolutely despise that. That's one of the things about survival mode. You have to carry a ton of antibiotic with you. But as you can see there, now, some of you all may have trouble getting the camping gear to work. As you can see here, this is the basic thing on the camping kit when you go to pull it up in the at the chem station. Okay, this is all the stuff that you can make. Now, a lot of people have trouble using the cooking pot. I know I did. I had to shoot this video at least 2 times just to get this thing right. Okay, first thing that you need, okay, for using the cooking pot, you need the fire kit. Okay, the fire kit's right here. And then, of course, you have a folding chair, you have a GPS beam, you got a lantern. But anyways, you have to have a fire kit if you want to use your little cooking stove. Okay, all right, we're going to make us a little fire kit. We're just going to keep it with us for the hell of it. I've already set one down here. Now, let me show you here. A lot of times this thing will not activate, and that's when you run into problems. But the idea is you go into your inventory. You select the fire kit. Now, when you select the fire kit, now notice I've got all three of these in my inventory right now. Okay, first thing that you do is drop the fire kit. Now, if you do it correctly, it will actually appear right here. Now, watch this. I've already got my cooking pot in there. So what I do is I go up to the fire and I activate it, and it'll say place cooking pot. You can relax, you can put the fire out, or you can move the fire around, whatever. But anyways, like this right here, I can place my cooking pot just like that. See, ta-da! And then it just works like a regular, like you cook anything else in the wasteland, just like that. Pretty simple. A lot of times you usually don't have too much problem, but like I said, if you're ever out someplace and you need to eat, basically that comes in handy. It can come in a lot of handy. There's a lot of stuff that you can make. As far as if you got to get rid of addictions or whatever. It's just a quick cooking uh, mod, pretty much. I know I'm mumbling this morning. I had some streaming problems, so it took me a little bit to get this thing up and running. But that's pretty much what this does. That is the main camping mod. Like I said, it is by Fading Signal. It's just called Simple Camping for Xbox. You can find it fairly easy. It's a fairly large mod, but it does have some nice textures and stuff to it. You got little nice animations. Here, let me show you this. Let me hit the thing again on the fire and see. If you hit relax and see, it'll let you sit down. You can warm your hands. You can warm your hands while kneeling. So that's pretty cool. And see there, just like that, he can start warming his hands. That's the first person, but let's see if you'll. There we go. See? Ta-da! Pretty darn